know I'm talking softly, but people are sleeping and I need to be considerate because I'm no longer in my own apartment, so I have to be considerate. Oh, in case you can't tell, I'm at home. Home. E.T. go home. No, is it E.T. phone home? E.T. go home? I can't remember. Anyway, I'm at home in my bed, which as you can see is purple because no one's bothered to change the bed covers since I was 16. So I've still got like my princessy florally bed covers. Also, I know I'm 28 years old, but because I was coming home, my pillowcases were changed to my Harry Potter ones. Yeah, I didn't even request it. They just know. They know that I'm not going to be able to sleep without my Harry. So I had the best sleep of my life. My body is still so sore from lugging damn suitcases across 2 airports. And speaking of airports, my trip home was traumatic, but I'm gonna leave that story for a few minutes because I need to get out of bed. But then it's story time. Okay, if you want a closer look at my princessy duvet, well, here it is. I honestly cannot believe this was me at one stage. It's quite shocking, let's not lie. Also, I just remembered that last night I was harassed by a moth from Satan and I couldn't even go to bed because I was so traumatized. But now I can't find the bloody thing. I'm looking everywhere for it, but I can't find it. Where did it go? I bet you it's hiding somewhere, waiting to pounce and attack me. Oh, everyone, say hello to Lionel the lion, my travel pillow and my travel buddy. Hey, Lionel the lion, did you see a moth? It was like frothing at the mouth and everything. Did you see where it went? No? Okay, well, thanks for your help. Yeah, hi. Did you by any chance see a raging moth? It's wanted dead or alive. There's a reward. No? What is wrong with you people? Hi, Mr. Buddha. I'm sorry to disturb your prayers, but did you see a moth anywhere? No? You were too busy praying? Okay, well, I'm sorry to disturb you. Yeah, hi, Miguel the monkey. Did you by any chance see a moth the size of a small planet? What? It went that way? Thanks. Guys, I just saw a massive iguana and now it ran away into the gutter and I can't show you. What a selfish iguana. Look at these flowers. They're so pretty. But for God's sake, flies must ruin my life. Hey, jeepers, you would think I've never had a bath in my life. I've definitely had a bath, okay? Well, I finally got out of my pajamas. Finally had some Kellogg's. I looked out the window and I saw it was a beautiful day. So I decided to go for a walk in the garden. I want to show you this tree because it's always fascinated me since I was a little kid because it's dead. But it just looks so creepy. I'll show you now. Isn't it just the creepiest, but just the coolest tree? Anyway, so that was one of my favorite trees. I hope you enjoyed that. This was once a fish pond, and over here, my sisters and I used to make mud cakes, and we used to like use these as like our plates. And we used to make mud cakes on these plates, and we used to have a competition to see who could decorate our mud cakes the best. In every Indian person's garden, this tree is like it's like a necessity. Like, you will never enter an Indian person's garden without seeing a mango tree. Look at those little flowers. Very soon, those little flowers, can you see those little flowers over there? Yeah, they're gonna turn into just mangoes, and then I'm gonna eat them eat them with chili powder and salt. And I know what you're thinking, but Sam, why would you eat mangoes with chili powder and salt? Because I'm Indian, that's why. Yeah, you can take the Indian out of South Africa, but you can't take the Indian out. How does that go again? Okay, so basically I went on this walk, not just to go for a walk. I wanted to tell you my issue, the big issue I had with getting to South Africa from South Korea. I have flown many times from Korea to South Africa, and 2 days ago when I flew down to South Africa, it was such a mission. Oh my god. Firstly, I flew with an airline called Air Asiana, and what happens is you cannot fly directly from South Africa to South Korea. You've got to always stop in Hong Kong. And everything was fine. Like, I went to the airport, I even got onto my flight. So we're all seated on the plane. There's an announcement and they're like, there's been a 3-hour delay. And they're like, you need to occupy yourselves on the plane for 3 hours. We're not taking off. The issue was that there was a crazy typhoon over Taiwan, and they didn't want to take any chances. Fast forward about an hour into like occupying ourselves on the plane, and suddenly another announcement comes on, and they're like, those passengers who have a connecting flight. So some people on the plane were going straight to Hong Kong and that was their final destination, but some people like me had a connecting flight to South Africa or other places. So they said, those people who have a connecting flight, please disembark the plane now. I went with the flow because I thought maybe they were putting us on another plane. I don't know what I thought. I noticed that I wasn't the only one getting off the plane. There were others who had a connecting flight. They were getting off the plane too. So I thought, okay, this is fine. I get off the plane and holy mother of... Suddenly, I'm going through cancellation of departures. They cancelled my departure. Suddenly, I had a cancelled ticket. To say that I panicked would be the understatement of the year. And then, would you believe, now I was back in Korea. I was back in Incheon Airport in Korea with a cancelled ticket. And then they continued. The plane went to Hong Kong. So I was like, what the... I went to the Air Asiana counter and they were incredibly unhelpful. I showed them my ticket and I was like, I paid for this ticket, but I'm not on that plane. The plane has gone to Hong Kong. The air hostess took me off the plane. I have no idea why. But Air Asiana, they were very, very unhelpful. They were just like, well, there's nothing we can do. You've cancelled your ticket. And I was like, I didn't want to cancel my ticket. I even told them multiple times, I hope we're not cancelling my ticket because I don't want to cancel my ticket. Air Asiana just told me there was nothing they can do, and then they closed up their counter and they went home. It was now like midnight, so now I'm at a complete dead end. The Air Asiana counter, they reopen at 4 in the morning. I was sitting at Incheon from 3 in the afternoon. It's now midnight. I'm still not on a plane. I now have to wait until 4 in the morning until Air Asiana opened their counter again. I sat around and I waited until 4 in the morning when they reopened so that I could go and fight again for my ticket. And they were still so unhelpful. They were just pushing me from this person to this person to this person. No one was giving me any answers. You have no idea how frustrating it is to be stuck in an airport and to have no one give you any answers, until luckily I went to the info lady and she was like, the only thing I can tell you right now is to go back to check-in. Well, I'm gonna try absolutely everything. Just by the way, those people who got off the plane with me, I completely lost them. When I got off the plane, I was on the phone to my family telling them like what the heck was going on, and by the time I got off the phone, I completely lost these people and I never saw them again. I don't know what happened to them, and I guess they just gave up. But like, I'm Indian, bro. I'm gonna fight for this ticket. I'm not paying for another ticket. Oh hell no. So 4 o'clock came, went back to check-in. and I demanded to see the head guy of Air Asiana. When I spoke to him, his tone was so angry, like I did something wrong. And I'm like, I'm so confused as to why you look so pissed off with me, because as far as I know, I paid for a ticket and I'm not on the plane. After like 10 minutes of arguing, I realized there was a complete misunderstanding. If what Air Asiana was saying is true, then there was a complete misunderstanding. Basically, the manager was like, did you not listen to the announcement on the plane? The announcement on the plane was, if you choose to get off the plane, please get off the plane. But I did not hear that in the announcement. Also, when the air hostess came to me, she didn't give me any option. She was just like, follow me, ma'am. Also, one of the people who got off the plane was a Korean guy. So I really don't think I misunderstood the announcement, because even a Korean guy got off the plane as well. And I went and spoke to the Korean guy, and he was like, yeah, now I have to buy a new ticket. I just don't know what has happened. So like, I really don't think I misunderstood anything, because he understood exactly what I understood. Anyway, I wasn't budging, and in the end they put me on the next flight to Hong Kong, and that was at 9 in the morning. Bearing in mind, I've been in the airport since 3 the previous afternoon, and Air Asiana, they were just like, yeah, we're gonna give you this ticket to Hong Kong, but we have no responsibility for your flight from Hong Kong to Joburg. So when you get to Hong Kong, you've got to sort that out. I get to Hong Kong at like 1 in the afternoon, and I go straight to the counter, and I'm like, please, where's the South African Airways counter? Because I was flying with South African Airways from Hong Kong to Johannesburg. And they're like, yeah, sorry ma'am, South African Airways only opens at 9 at night. Oh my god. So I've been stuck at Korea's airport for from 3 o'clock to 9 the next morning. Get to Hong Kong 1 o'clock. I'm stuck at Hong Kong's airport from 1 o'clock to 9 at night, still with no idea if I'm allowed to get on the plane. Like, I have no idea whether South African Airways will let me get onto the next flight. No idea. And I had to sit for another 8 hours without knowing whether they would let me onto the next flight. I cannot even tell you how traumatizing that is. Anyway, fast forward to 9 o'clock. I get to SAA, and I'm not even joking. They did not even hesitate. They were so chilled and so relaxed. I've never been so grateful for SAA in my life. And yeah, finally, I was meant to fly on Saturday at 8 o'clock at night, and finally on Sunday midnight, basically like Monday morning, I was flying finally to South Africa. Finally. I never thought I would be back in this garden, but I'm finally here. I'm very disappointed with Air Asiana, but I forgive them. I understand that there was a major misunderstanding, and yeah, I'm just glad I'm here. Oh, also, basically the problem was that the flight from Korea to Hong Kong was fine, and that's why they continued to Hong Kong. But the flight from Hong Kong to South Africa, the route passes through that typhoon, so the connecting flights had a problem. But what I didn't understand was why I had to get off the plane. Why did the people with connecting flights have to get off the plane? Why couldn't we also go to Hong Kong and then get pushed onto the next flight to South Africa from Hong Kong whenever the weather stabilized? I don't understand why. Oh, there's a little lizard. Can you see it? Oh, hey, buddy. Who's a little lizard? Who's a little... Okay, bye. Also, South African Airways, I'm always so impressed with South African Airways. Always. They are so unbelievably friendly. And like, especially after this incident, they were so chilled. Because of this incident, I missed my connecting flight. I also missed my domestic flight, which was also with South African Airways. And they were just so chilled. They completely understood that I missed my flight because of the typhoon. And they just put me on the next flight. Whereas Air Asiana, they just had no answers to my questions. They were so unhelpful, so not sympathetic to my situation. Anyway, lesson learned, and I'm at home, so good times. That is the end of my story time. I hope you enjoyed it. You probably didn't. Let me go inside. It's hot, man. What is up with this weather? It's bloody winter. And don't tell me, well, Sam, you live in KZN. Shut up. Just shut up. I don't know if you can hear it in the distance, but can you hear the tractor? Hashtag farm life. Okay, this structure here, basically, my dad promised us some swings when I was 4. I'm now 28. Do you see any swings? No? Yeah, that's because there are no swings. Look at this tree. This was my absolute favorite tree growing up. My younger sister and I used to play on this tree all the time, and we had a ladder, and like we used to play this stupid game. We used to play this stupid game on the tree, and for some reason I was a princess. I don't know who came up with these rules, but I was always the princess, and my younger sister used to always agree to be my slave. What an idiot. She would never even question it. She would be the slave and I would be the princess, and this was my castle, this tree. Fun times were had. No cell phones, no computers, no tablets, just this tree. Yeah, fishy, 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 fishy. Ooh, look at that reflection. They're hiding. Oh, I see a fish, I see a fish, I see a fish. Wait. Oh, can you see? Oh, you can't see. It's gone. Wait. Can you see? I can see a little goldfish. Oh, and another one. Hey, buddies. What's cooking? I shouldn't say what's cooking. Shame, I'll scare them. What's happening? Oh, for goodness sake. Guys, I'm busy editing this video now, and I can see it's almost 20 minutes. I'm so sorry. If you made it to the end of this video, I congratulate you. If you didn't, I don't blame you. Yeah, I just thought I would update you on my life, what's happened since I left Korea. You know the drill. If you like the video, give it a like. If you didn't like the video, give it a like. Don't forget to follow me on all my social medias, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And I will see you next week with a new video. Goodbye.